I'm 75 now, and I can't remember anybody except the Queen being there. She was the only one, so I think she carved her own role.
The royal guard raided Camilla's private estate without knocking or announcing themselves. They acted on direct orders and found pieces of the crown that should not have been left. Someone planned to sell them quietly and permanently. The guard entered with full royal authority and took the items back. When Camilla tried to stop them, Prince William landed on the lawn to help finish the operation. This situation involved more than just jewelry. It was about memory, trust, and keeping the past safe. That night, the monarchy didn't lose control. It took it back. The glitch that started it all. It started with a minor issue. Nothing serious, just the infantry log flickering at 6:47 a.m. Sergeant Nathan Corbin blinked in the dim light of Windsor's legacy chamber, the underground heart of the crown where history whispered from locked cases. A strange code appeared. Temp relock Q LPD 192. No alarms, no timestamps, just a note about an archivist who hadn't worked in the vault for over 2 years. Nathan rubbed his eyes, the dim bulbs casting long shadows on the marble floors. Something bothered him, like a loose thread in a well-made suit. He clicked on the entry and it revealed a hidden detail. Object, Sapphire Pendant. Owner, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Chain of custody, legacy archive to temporary preservation transfer. Destination, Albemarle Heritage Consultants. Authorization, external referral / LE3 clearance. Remarks, pending off-site display curation. His stomach dropped. He had held that pendant. A large teardrop sapphire surrounded by Welsh diamonds. The one she wore for Prince Philip's final memorial. Her fingers steady despite her sorrow. It had never been on any loan list or mentioned for exhibits. What was going on? Digging into the backups, he found 3 more unusual entries. An emerald coronet that sparkled intensely, the coronation brooch with its diamond thorns, and a 4-strand pearl choker that had adorned the Queen Mother's neck like forgotten moons. All 4 items left in the last 6 weeks, moving through this Albemarle group, all trails leading toward Norfolk. Nathan leaned against the cool wall. The chamber's silence felt heavy. He had stood by Elizabeth's casket in Westminster, the sovereign's orb heavy in his hands. Her voice rang in his head from 3 years ago. "These aren't just baubles, Sergeant. They're stories. They don't belong to me. They belong to tomorrow. So why send them to some questionable consultants?" He stood up, his boots echoing softly, and opened case 17. Morning light shone through the stained glass windows, casting eerie reds and golds on the empty velvet stand. He clenched his jaw as he flipped through the old paper ledger they kept for just in case, written by unsteady hands. Signature, EII. Nathan wasn't one to chase shadows, but this felt like a heist disguised as paperwork. Someone would be held responsible if the Queen's jewels disappeared, starting with whoever approved it. Uncovering the trail. Lady Caroline Whitby looked calm as Nathan pushed the dossier across her worn tea table in the dim reading room of the Royal Archives. She carefully examined the pages. Crates leave Windsor every 12 days, without fanfare, and custom stamps vanish into Sandringham's shadow. "It's a dead end," she said. Nathan replied, "I just want to find the truth." Someone revived a ghost authorization without approval. Caroline narrowed her eyes. "Are you saying Camilla is involved?" "Her properties are linked to unapproved valuables," Nathan said. The tension in the room was evident. She handed him a card for Inspector Roel Choudhary of the Metropolitan Police Heritage Unit. She advised him to use her name and to be careful. At Scotland Yard, Inspector Choudhary listened to Nathan's concerns about ghost inventory and forged documents. "We looked into this 2 years ago, but hit a dead end. The palace dismissed it without details." Nathan insisted, "Not this time." We won't fade into footnotes. Together, they found a connection to Camilla's secret operations, with one name coming up repeatedly: L.R. Meredith, a logistics expert. "Should we go ahead?" Nathan asked. Choudhary nodded. "You have enough for a warrant, but expect political fallout." Nathan tucked the folder into his pocket, feeling the weight of possible betrayal. Royal treasures could end up on the black market if they didn't act fast. Colonel James Stretton looked at the folder carefully in the tense meeting room at Clarence House. "Are you sure about the source?" he asked. Nathan answered, "Elizabeth confirmed everything. The pendant, coronet, brooch." there are no hints about a handover. "Did Norfolk confirm this?" Stretton pressed. "Yes, but the documents were fake. It was a poorly done cover-up." Just then, Prince William entered and scanned the room. "Sergeant Corbin, urgent matter." Nathan handed him the file. "Theft," William said quietly. "Worse, erasure. Someone is trying to erase her from history." He turned to Stretton. "How long to recover it?" 12 hours. Off the books." William's jaw tightened. "No publicity, no consequences. Trust is at stake." Stretton touched Nathan's shoulder and said, "You're off duty." This part is crucial. Nathan held the folder tightly, determined to protect the truth. At Northolt's aircraft hangar, everyone felt a sense of purpose. Stretton led the recovery team and was surrounded by serious Met officers. "No leaks, no mistakes," he warned. Nathan hugged Corporal Hamzadah, a friend from past operations. They loaded evidence crates as gear was ready. The radio crackled to life. Stretton raised his fist, and they drove into the Norfolk mist, ready to reclaim history. Entering the estate. Camilla's large house in Norfolk showed her wealth, with gates covered in roses and neatly trimmed hedges. Nathan noticed a weak spot in security, the West Service Road that wasn't being watched. This area, once used as a secret retreat for the Queen, now holds hidden vaults under Camilla's ownership. When Chudari's team entered the main entrance, Nathan slipped through the staff door using old access codes. At 6:02 p.m., Chudari presented a warrant to a surprised steward, saying, "Crown artifacts, step aside." Nathan reassured a nervous curator, "It's okay. We have legal access." They went to the climate-controlled carriage house, where Nathan entered a code to open the vault door. Inside, he found a sapphire pendant and a coronation brooch meant for auction, not for preservation. The air inside felt eerily cold. Nathan documented the treasures and noted that the sapphire pendant, symbolizing Elizabeth's sorrow, had the wrong label. Daw remarked, "This feels like stealing ghosts." Suddenly, L.R. Meredith entered, stating the items were under consort review. Nathan showed him the warrant, asserting their authority. Meredith's calm demeanor broke as Nathan's team moved quietly. Camilla soon arrived with aides, her attitude cold. "This is private property," she declared, claiming the pendant was a personal gift. Nathan replied, "The crown loses its way if it forgets its purpose." Their conversation grew tense, with Camilla suggesting Nathan was trying to take over. Despite her attempts to intimidate him, Nathan stood firm, recalling the crown's legacy. As Camilla ordered her aides to secure the area, Nathan contacted control and waited for clearance. "Who is coming?" Camilla asked, worry in her voice. "Someone who remembers the true meaning of crowns," Nathan replied, standing his ground. Prince William arrives. The helicopter blades cut through the Norfolk evening air as Camilla turned to face it. The gray helicopter landed, and William stepped out with a group of lawyers, ready for a fight. Inside the vault, Camilla waited while Nathan packed valuable items. William walked in, changing the mood. "Sergeant Corbin," he said, asking the officer to announce the Crown Legacy Protection Act, which required the return of Elizabeth's belongings. Tension rose. "You think we will comply?" Camilla asked. "It's the law," William replied, unfazed. She nodded to her staff, showing some respect. William ordered a lockdown and told everyone to be quiet. A lawyer told Nathan, "You protected more than just valuables today." Nathan stayed focused on his task. At dawn, the convoy approached Windsor's gates. They loaded heavy crates, and Nathan carried the last one, feeling its weight as a promise. The marble corridors welcomed them with bright light, healing shadows. He placed the sapphire into case 17, sunlight scattered golden shards on the walls. Elizabeth's words echoed, "Not all treasures need to be seen. Some stay in the shadows, protected from greed." As they secured the coronet and brooch, the lights dimmed at 7. They quietly returned every stolen piece, with whispers about a night that bent but didn't break. Nathan found an envelope, duty fulfilled, legacy preserved. He tucked it next to his medal, ready for the consequences. Some inheritances are worth fighting for. Can a royal guard protect a queen consort's treasures? Should heirlooms belong to the crown? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you believe history should remain untouched, like and subscribe for more. Next time, I'll share a gripping story about a foreign envoy intimidating a palace guard. Stay tuned.